Let me tell you a short love story. My boyfriend and I got together back in high school, but it wasn't always lollipops and rainbows for us. There was a time where the two of us were at different points in our lives. I was in college while he was working full time. With us having different schedules, it led to us not coping very well, which eventually led to us breaking up. Although, just like every good Hallmark movie, we were able to find each other again and we were able to continue our love story. Although, not everyone is as lucky as we are. Many young people nowadays are constantly looking to social media and its trends. And the latest trend is being single. Since my boyfriend and I got back together, we have been working very hard on communication, making sure we're both happy, and making sure the relationship is balanced between the two of us. We are now coming up on our 6-year anniversary, and we're talking about our future together. Many of us will experience being in a relationship, and no one purposely goes into the relationship expecting it to fail. With my experience and the research that I have done, I'll explain how making an effort is important in the sustainability of a relationship. So let's begin with a problem that can happen at the beginning of a relationship. For young couples and for young women, we tend to have these movie-like expectations. For example, the Troy and Gabriella love story from High School Musical. Having these high, unrealistic expectations make it very easy for us to be easily disappointed in the relationship, which then almost forces us to constantly look for that movie-like fake relationship. And the longer that you're in a relationship, the easier it is to be lazy in the relationship. You've probably heard of the honeymoon phase or the puppy love phase. These phases happen at the beginning of a marriage or at the beginning of a relationship where the couple literally feels like there's love in the air. But unfortunately, there comes a time where you have to pack your bags, board that plane, back to reality, and leave the honeymoon on that tropical island. Peta Herbert from the Thought Catalog mentions that, quote, certain traits and characteristics you found quirky and captivating in your partner are now leaving you irritated and frustrated, end quote. For you, it's like the movie's over. You went through the kiss, you fell in love, the romantic music started to play, you ran off into the sunset, the credits started to roll. But now you're at the end of the movie and it feels like the romance is gone for you. The past couple of years, there has been this trend called Hot Girl Summer. And according to dictionary.com, Hot Girl Summer means to, quote, live your best life. Hot Girl Summer is about feeling confident in who you are and having fun while doing it, and looking good while doing it, end quote. Now, many people feel that to have a hot girl, boy, them summer, you need to be single to qualify. And by doing this, you'll somehow gain more likes on your posts. Not true. Therefore, not making an effort to sustain a relationship leaves a person with bad relationship traits. Naomi Berry, a counselor, said that, quote, holding on to grudges is a recipe for marital discord and disconnection, and this creates an environment in which resentment can thrive, end quote. Holding on to grudges and resentment is negative baggage you just do not want to bring to your next relationships. And social media typically only shows the good and the fake, not the reality. Peta listed out a few things that couples tend to do when they hit this reality stage. Quote, they no longer comprehend to love this person. They no longer remember the reasons why they fell in love. They no longer feel connected to who they are dating, end quote. Once they have reached this stage, they give up. Now, the reality stage is over, but now the two of them are going through the breakup stage. With this in mind, let me tell you a few ways that you can show effort. Naomi suggests to, quote, keep your attention on the admirable and honorable traits in your partner, not on the things you don't like, end quote. As humans, we have flaws, but you have to notice the good things about your partner. If you do this, this will help sustain the appreciation between the two of you. Naomi also mentions that apologizing is a key factor for healthy relationships. Fights are a natural, normal thing that happens in every relationship. Trust me, being able to admit that you were wrong and you could apologize for it shows maturity, responsibility, and it shows that you want to work through the problem instead of avoiding it. PETA also suggests to, quote, always find time for a date, end quote. This is very important for relationships, and the dates don't have to be big, expensive things, just stuff that you both like. Having dates automatically sustain the relationship by bringing in romance and fun. Life gets busy. You can't forget to treat yourself and your partner. Which leads me to my last point. Try and learn each other's love languages. Now, there are 5 love languages. You have words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Once you and your partner learn your own love languages and then each other's, it'll be so much easier to show and receive love in the way you both like. So, all things considered, relationships may not trend like hot girl summer, but they are a good thing. And when you get on that relationship roller coaster, be prepared for those ups and downs. Be prepared for some fighting and crying, but be prepared for those happy moments. But you can't get there if you don't put in the effort. If a problem arises, you should see it as you and your partner against the problem, not you against your partner. A couple putting in the effort to sustain a relationship makes it strong, makes it beautiful, and it will help you both learn. I learned the hard way that typical relationships don't have your boyfriend standing outside your bedroom window blasting a boombox as an apology. My boyfriend and I learned each other's love languages, and it helped us sustain our loving relationship. Now, the real question is, how will you sustain yours?